Hello guys, it's goldiex here and welcome to God of War Chains of Olympus. This was the first handheld God of War game to be released, and the fact they were able to make a console style God of War game playable exclusively on the PSP was very impressive, and that just showed how ahead of its time the PSP was compared to other gaming handhelds during its lifetime. In my opinion, I would say the PSP God of War games are some of the best in this series. When I played the PSP God of War games the first time a few years back, I was like, damn, the PSP was really capable of writing these games? These games really were technical showpieces for the PSP. God of War Chains of Olympus, just like its follow-up Ghost of Sparta, basically brought the console God of War experience to handhelds, and in my opinion, I would say the PSP God of War games are my favourite games on the PSP. And in 2011, both games were ported over to the PlayStation 3 with HD visuals, bumped up frame rate, as well as full trophy support. That was very handy actually that these games were ported to PS3, because that means I could play both these games on my YouTube channel. Alright, let's dive into the first PSP God of War game, God of War Chains of Olympus.
Suffering for years, Kratos, the once great general, now known as the Ghost of Sparta, had pledged himself as a champion to the gods of Olympus. In return, he hoped only to rid himself of the nightmares that haunted him for far too long. But for now, his only respite, his only relief from the sins of his past, was found in the heat of battle. And on this day, Kratos had been called upon by the gods to confront an unthinkable evil, unleashed on the city of Attica by the invading Persian Army.
So we got the Persian Army invading the city of Attica. Attacks. Press the square button for light attack, press the triangle button for heavy attack, and press circle to grab, just like in all the other God of War games. I've noticed how this game starts off. This game starts off very similar to the first God of War game, where Kratos is on the ship fighting out at sea.
On my mark! Fire! I must return fire!
And in the next segment, we're going to be fighting a creature. As when we're on that ship in the first game, we're going to be fighting a creature very similar to that as well. Yeah, it's quite interesting how similar this game starts off with the very first God of War game. With the opening of this game, I think the Ready at Dawn studio who developed the PSP God of War games wanted to just show off that with this game they wanted to have a bit of a similar start to the original PS2 God of War games, just to show that this game is going to be very similar to the console God of War experience. And I'm all for it, to be honest. Oh, I can't push the ladders down, that's annoying. Pull down to fire the ballista. Right, let's sink this ship. We managed to break that ship in two pieces, just like the Titanic. Courser Euroblade, leader of the Persian Army. I don't think I need any help at the moment, so we're good. Yeah, I don't think I need any help at the moment. It's only Persian soldiers we're dealing with right now. Okay, there's one more enemy to deal with. Come here. Okay, I think that's all of them. Go smash this fuck any orbs? No, maybe not. Press circle repeatedly to open door. And just like God of War, near the start of the game we're on the ship, we've got a very similar situation here where we have to take out a creature. And a bit of a combat situation very similar to that. Evade. Push the right stick in the direction you wish to roll, or while holding L1 R1 use the left analog stick. Because the PSP didn't have a second analog stick, the only way you could roll was pressing the L1 and R1 button at the same time. I think that was how they did it on PSP, I believe. Yeah, I think it was. Press circle to initiate a minigame when it appears above the enemy's head. So that was how they got around it. That was actually quite an intuitive way to make the roll mechanic effective on the PSP, I thought. Feel sorry for this creature, he took that enemy out for me, now I've got to finish him off with this. But at least he's not dead. It really is a war zone out here right now. So the story of this game takes place after the events of God of War Ascension, but before the events of the first God of War game. God of War Ascension, God of War Chain Timbers are two God of War games that take place chronologically before the events of the first God of War game. So I could save my game here, but I'm not going to do that right now. So the story of this game is that Kratos is sent to the city of Attica by the gods to help defend it from the invading Persian Army. So throughout this game we're going to be fighting off the Persian Army, and eventually we're going to come across the Persian king and take him out. Okay, before I get that into position I'm going to quickly open up this chest over here. Step to glow in light and press circle to save the game. That's what I felt quite liked about the PSP God of War games, where the stories were very solid in the PSP God of War games as well. You've acquired a Goldeneye Clip, 4 more to increase your overall health. Honestly, I thought God of War Ghost of Sparta probably had the best story in the whole God of War game. So as a game alone, I felt like God of War Ghost of Sparta had the best story in God of War when Kratos has to go find his brother, the Ghost of Sparta known as Deimos. I thought that was probably one of the best storylines in the God of War series, in my opinion. Okay, a couple more hits should do it. We're through. All it took was another shot. The fact they got like a game like this to run on the PSP was just impressive. Even after all these years, it doesn't make sense they managed to get a game like this to even run on a PSP. Okay, I need to watch out for that guy's bow and arrow attacks. There's quite a few of them over there. It's still amazing now, even years later, that a game like this was able to run on a PSP. It just shows how ahead of its time the PSP was. No other handheld system at that time would have been able to run a game like this. When the PSP came out in 2005, when Rockstar Games managed to make a fully playable console-style Grand Theft Auto game for the PSP, that just showed how ahead of its time the PSP was. While I was a big fan of the PSP growing up, I didn't have masses of games for it because I was only a kid at the time. I wasn't able to afford many games of my own. Turning cranks while holding circle, use the left stick to push or pull crank. You just received a tutorial message to explain Kratos' abilities. These can be disabled in the options menu. Press the select button to access it. Oh, we've got more of these guys. I didn't have masses of games on the PSP. I had quite a few games. I used to have all the Lego games on PSP. My dad had Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. And that was what got me into the Grand Theft Auto series, actually. The first GTA game I properly played. I also had, PSP game. Obviously the PSP Crash Bandicoot games. I think my dad had the PSP Wipeout games as well, which I only played about once or twice, I believe. And Medal of Honor Heroes, that was a game I had on PSP as well. That's not a game I particularly enjoy, not a game I particularly play much nowadays. I do have quite a few PSP. I had loads of the PS1 games downloaded on my PSP as well, so there was that. I need to get through there quickly. There we go. Got through just in time. 2 years ago I did get my PS Vita modded so I could download pretty much any PSP game that I wanted, and I managed to being able to play I didn't even know Star Wars Battlefront 2 even existed on PSP back in the day. The fact that Star Wars Battlefront, if the PSP was in kept running Star Wars Battlefront 2, I know there were some content in Battlefront 2 that was cut out of the PSP version, obviously because of the hardware differences, but some of the bigger maps from Battlefront 2 Rise of the Empire was in the PSP version, but still the fact we could still play Galactic Conquest on the PSP Battlefront 2, having almost a console experience, yeah, that was pretty impressive for the PSP. It really was. And obviously Burnout Legends, when I played Burnout Legends for the first time, I fell in love with that game, obviously. It's a bit of a shame we never had Burnout Legends on PSP back in the day. That was the main reason I got my PSP modded, actually, because the game was published by EA, they won't let you download the game from the Vita PlayStation if you live in the UK, so that was why I decided to get my PlayStation Vita modded, just so I could play Burnout Legends. Yeah, I did not regret that. Burnout Legends is just such a great game. Literally like Burnout 3 Takedown almost, but on the PSP. The PSP really does some great games on it. Okay, I want to get that chest. How do I jump? Ah, here we go. What's in here? You've acquired a Gorgonite Clip. 3 mods increase your overall health. Because I never had these God of War games growing up. The first time I actually played the God of War Ghost of Spartan Chains to Olympus was actually in autumn of 2022 when I decided to get a bigger memory card for the Vita. I brought both these games off the PlayStation just before I got the console modded, just so I could play Burnout Legends. Yeah, and I was quite impressed with these games, and I actually fell in love with these games. The fact they were able to make these games playable on PSP, and I loved the story, the direction, the way they made the controls very intuitive. And I thought, yeah, these games quickly became my favourite games at PSP that was ever on PSP. And obviously Daxter as well, I brought Daxter for PSP about a year or two before that, and that ended up becoming one of my favourite PSP games as well.
What evil have you wrought on this city, Persian? Evil? It is not evil that I bring, Spartan. I bring the might of Persia and the sacrament of purification. As we speak, my basilisk cleanses this land so that it may embrace the glory of the Persian Empire. Olympus has sent a message, and I am here to deliver it. Then you are just a messenger. So take this message back to your little gods. It will take more than a pathetic Spartan to stop the power of the Empire.
Now we got this big brute to deal with. Yeah, Kratos can take on. This guy has clearly underestimated Kratos right now. It's a fine time for Kratos to battle this big guy. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, so they say. Oh, get away from that. So far Kratos is out fighting this guy. Oh, what? When we take this guy, we are going to unlock our first magic ability as well. When we take this guy out. This guy really does give me kind of Viking kind of vibes when I look at this guy's beard. I get he's I get he's a Persian like fair, but I'm getting more of a Viking vibe from this fella. What's he going to do here? We started laughing like that. I was like, yeah, I'm going to back away to see what, just in case he does unleash some sort of attack I'm not expecting. Oh, he got me good there. Get away from that. Let's go do a heavy attack then, but that was way too late. Here we go. Let's finish the big guy off. Oh shit! Still tapping the circle button. Ah, crud. Alright, just do the same thing over again, chip away a lot of his health, then we can finish him off again. Opportunity when it comes up. There we go. There we go. Please, spare my life, and I will give you all that you ask.
You have nothing I want, Persian.
Take my kingdom, my women, my gold.
I won't take your riches, but I will take your life.
Kratos really showed no mercy there. You have acquired the Ifrit. Unlocked our first magic ability. While holding R1 button, press triangle button to activate Demon Fury. Let's give this a look. Nice. Love the sound of this. If I ever feel overwhelmed, that'll definitely be the ability to use. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy using this. Definitely, when I get loads more, we're definitely going to upgrade this thing and turn it into a powerhouse as well. What's in here?
Is there anything we can do to repay you?
Oh, a sex minigame. Of course, a sex minigame's made onto the PSP as well.
My lord? Thank you, mother.
Orgasm. Just imagine being in a library and you have your PSP, your headphones plugged into your PSP, and your headphones accidentally plug out the second you do that sex minigame. Yeah, that would be embarrassing. Press circle to kick the ladders down. Yeah, playing the God of War games on the PSP in the library is never going to. In case that does happen, it's going to be quite embarrassing for you. Headphones plugging out while you're playing that sex mini game. Then people think you're going to be watching porn on your PSP. Okay, so we've got to take that creature out again. I may have spared his life earlier, but he's not done with Kratos yet. I need to keep those ladders down, don't I? Go do that now before I forget. The thing is that the more I kill these guys, the more orbs I get, but fortunately I don't have time for that. Okay, so now I need to take this creature out. I'm sure I'm gonna get hit by this fella. Oh, I have to lock it into place. Bye-bye. Okay, how am I doing for health and magic? Yeah, I've got full health and magic right now, so I don't need to open that chest. Just gonna smash these up, hope to get a few orbs out of it, which I... Oh yeah, I am getting orbs out of it, good. Okay, I just want to see, I wonder what that crane does, but there is a ladder here, so I think there could be something hidden up there. Just gonna see what this is doing. Oh yeah, it's taking me down now. I thought it might do. I'm just going to see what's quickly up here then. Yeah, I thought there'd be chests up here. A phoenix feather. Nice. I don't know if I'll find every single chest in the game, but we'll definitely find as many as we can. What have we over here?
Flank him! Flank him! Flee! Flee!
When that guy was swinging at the big guy, was he even trying to hit him? When he swings, it's like he even hit the fella. This. That was surprising. go away from this guy. I need to get some heavy attacks, don't I? Yeah, try and get some heavy attacks and do more damage to him that way. I was going to do the heavy attack then, but I got interrupted. Oh, finish him off now. Good. Okay, I'm just going to refill my health after that, refill my magic as well before we go to the next bit. Yeah, I thought there'll be a magic chest around here. As many orbs I can before we go any further. Let's see if I can upgrade any of my abilities. But yeah, I didn't think I'd have enough orbs just yet. Nah, didn't think so. Uh-oh, I've got to take these two. Forgot to take these two guys out. Oh, there's 3 of them. Just grab them. I'm just going to fish them off this way. There's 4 of them. One of them was hiding right in the corner here. Some more orbs. I'm definitely going to open up this chest. Hopefully it'll be a Gorgonite or something. Another Gorgonite. 3 Gorgonites already. Nice. So the way to go will be up there. I think we're going to see this bit off in the next episode. We'll continue exploring the city of Attica in the next episode and hopefully put an end to this Persian. Okay guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Thank you about all the God of War Chains of Olympus episodes to my channel. And next episode we'll continue exploring the city and we'll rid this Persian army out of the city. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. This is goldiex and I'm out.